How to apply felt to an inside surface, because we're blocked here so we can't go out. So how do you make it smooth? Here's the easy steps to doing that. Okay, first we're going to cut it to size. Use a square first to cut it. Tools that are needed: scissors. I have this little roller, although it's not really necessary. You could even use a rolling pin or nothing at all, just your hand, and a good sharp knife. Nice clean cut. Okay, here's the piece we're going to apply our felt to. Now, I have pretty much out here on the edges, as you can see. So when I peel back this paper, it exposes the stickum, and that can actually attach to the outside edges and create a little bit of a mess. So to make it easy, we came up with this method. We take wide tape, and we're going to tape this all off before we get started. Just come down over and come close to the edge where the felt's going to meet. And I fold this over. So when the stickum goes onto this tape, it's going to be very easy to remove as our last step. So now I have my tools ready, and I usually put them on my left side. My knife, my scissors, my roller. And I center this. We have plenty of room to work with. Now the first step is to start to release this edge. And usually I use my knife to get it started. Just have to get a little piece there, and so you release that, and I start to peel it back. And on this first step, you try to be careful that the paper doesn't tear up in here. If it does, well, you have to use your knife again just to separate it. There, see, it did. That was already in there. So I just take my knife and separate this a little bit to get it started again. Okay, I go beyond that tear, so I have a solid piece here going. Now, as you're going to see, I only peel it back a few inches here to get started for the first step. Okay, looking good. Okay, now very important, again, keeping myself squared away so I don't lose track of where I am. I'm going to fold this back just a little bit and put a crease in the paper. Because of course the first step is very important. You want to have it squared up So everything's going to line up real nice for you as you do this. Okay, so I have my crease in here. I'm going to take my scissors and trim it just about a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch away from that crease. Cut it off. Okay, now, first step. I'm going to bring this carefully over. I'm lined up just a little bit beyond where I want it to be in the end. And I'm going to press it down. I'm stretching, not hard, just a little bit to the right, so we're not going to have any wrinkles as we do this. Same way to the left. Just pull it a little bit. Okay. Now when I turn it over, you see your white lip here. And I'm going to start rolling that back. Again, being careful not to tear the paper. We're going to go a little further this time. I see on the edge here just a little bit of a tear, so I'm going to flick it away. This can happen on the edges. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. I'm going to fold it over here. Create a crease. There we are. And we're going to cut it off again like we did before. And now I'm going to turn this over, and I grab right near where my paper is peeled back, and I'm pulling to the right and to the left and just place it up here. That way there's no pressure here in the middle. So when I turn it over here, I'm actually able to lift it up pretty well and start to press in. I work from the center out to the edges. Okay, now I have enough room to work. I'm going to get this tight back in here. And what's nice being on that tape, I can actually lift it up and release the tension here. I didn't show you this before. I actually have a piece of hard plastic. And I'm going to work my edge back in there. Okay, let's release the tension some more here. And with the plastic, you can work it right into that edge. Pulling it right down in there, nice and firm, right in line. And smooth, that's important. Okay, next step. Bring it back. There's my paper. And I'm going to pull it back here again. It's better to go a couple of extra times doing this versus trying to do too large of a piece, and then when you turn it over, it gets stuck. You don't want that. Okay, our paper here. Now this part doesn't matter out here because it's excess, so I'm going to cut right through there and see if I can loosen it here. Okay, we pull it back. Now that I'm all lined up and everything's going rather smoothly, I can go a little bit further this time. Okay, let's create our crease. Trim it. Take each side, left and right, put it down, and it's all in the air here, which is nice. That's what we want. I can lift it up. I'm pulling here, see, so this is smooth right here now, so all I got to do is just like that, working it out to the edge. Same thing over here. And I can feel close to where my fold is. That's how far I'm smoothing it out here. Okay, now as I did before with the piece of hard plastic, I'm going to release the tension over here some more and work it in. You see how that stickum, it's really, really, really effective. Okay, so there I am, right on my edge where I want it to be lined up on that little piece of, that little strip of wood that we have here. Okay, now let's lift up this side, release the tension, find my spot. Real good. Okay, we roll it back. There's our paper again. This time, as you can see, we're actually going to be able to get to the edge, but I don't want to take the paper all the way off. I just go near the end. I want to have something to grab onto that's not sticky. Okay, we should be very close. So let's put our crease in again. Trim it. Okay, left and right again. Up there. Go in the center. Pull it a little bit. And we are going to get all the way to the end this time. Pulling it so that I don't have any wrinkles develop. Because if you have a wrinkle in here and you've got to try to pull it off once it's on there pretty good, it's very difficult. Very, very difficult then. So if you take your time like this, you're not going to have any trouble. So So now we're going to go with our hard piece of plastic again. I lift up the tape. Go a little further this time. There we are. It's released all the way across. Okay, so now I'm going right into that strip of wood where I want it to end. I go over this a few times to make sure it's all the way tucked in really good. Okay, now all we have to do is cut it away. So I'm going to go with my razor blade knife. I go right into the corner. Coming right down the line. I'm just going to cut so I have an end here that I'm going to start peeling away when I'm finished. I'll show you that in a second. Looks like we're free. Yeah, see, I'm going to be able to pick that up. Okay, so let's finish cutting all the way around. All the way into that corner. This side, trying to get all the way in the corner. All the way down to the bottom here. And the last piece.